welcome back to Midnight Reviews. We're in a new apartment after the move, and to mark this special occasion, I got my first Patreon request! Yeah! And I don't know what it is because I made Mokana the keeper of them.
Yes, indeed! I am the keeper of requests. All shall bow down and fear me.
I think I made a huge mistake, but there's no turning back now. Mokana, what am I reviewing today?
Oh, right. The first Patreon request is from Ryan Walterson on the film MirrorMask.
Never heard of it. When was this movie released?
It came out in 2005. Why? Where were you during that time?
Trying to survive middle school.
That explains it.
MirrorMask, written by Neil freaking Gaiman and produced by the Jim Henson Company, is what fans have called a spiritual successor to Labyrinth. With the direction of David McKean, who has collaborated with Gaiman on projects such as The Sandman and Coraline, this film should be pretty good, right? Right? Well, I actually have no clue because this is my first time watching it. So let's sit back, folks, relax, as we dive into MirrorMask. The film begins with
I am queen of everything in this part of town.
a strange puppet show. This isn't the strangest one I've seen. Don't ask. The opening is intercut between our main character, Helena, the one we just saw do the puppet show just a second ago, and her mother, Joanna, trying to get everything ready for that night's performance, and also wondering where the heck her daughter is.
Like an idiot. I look like an idiot.
You don't look like an idiot. Nobody looks like an idiot.
It's just
Bad timing there.
never ends. Helena, juggle. Helena, sell the popcorn.
Couldn't be the death of me.
I wish I was.
Knowing some of Neil Gaiman's work, this might bite her in the ass later. The circus goes without a hitch at first, with Helena's father, Morris the ringmaster, and herself helping the other performers get ready, as Joanna is the first up performing aerial acts on stage. As both families change places, Joanna suffers a terrible migraine and is rushed to the hospital. Guess I don't have to tell you how much time has passed. Thank you, Art. Helena has been staying with her grandmother while her father figures out what to do about his wife's current situation. Our main character heads to the hospital to visit her mother, giving her some gifts and having a nice chat before her mother needs to rest. Back at the apartment complex, the performers want to continue traveling, yet Morris doesn't want to leave his wife behind.
Like this. It's his dream.
Dreams only get you that far, darling. After that, you need cash.
Okay, movie, you're hitting too close to home with that metaphor. Stop it. When Morris calls the hospital, they both discover that Joanna is having an operation later that night. Now, the film doesn't say what kind of surgery, but given the intensity of the migraine we saw earlier, it might have something to do with her brain. Then again, it's left ambiguous. Morris later discovers his daughter drawing on the roof and the two have a chat.
You know, everyone at the hospital knew Mum's operation was tonight and nobody told me. Anyway, you're worried. You only do that when you're worried. I still haven't said sorry. Not really sorry, not so she believes me.
I have nothing to comment with this scene. I think it's wonderfully done, showcasing when a father and daughter discussing the matter at hand. Especially learning that Helena didn't fully do a real, honest apology and believes she caused her mother's current predicament. It showcases that Helena does care about her parents truly, that she is just a teenage girl going through the motions that every teenager faces in life. Later that night, Helena goes to bed to sleep wonderful dreams. A weird dream sequence of Helena believing her mother's going to die because of the selfish part of herself?
I got that, but what was with that weird freaky imagery?
Perhaps the film's trying to...
Are you okay, mate?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just fine. Helena wakes up from her dream, noticing her father and grandmother are nowhere in sight. Arming herself with a flashlight, she heads outside the apartment complex where she hears violin music and discovers a strange group practicing juggling. Well, only two of them since the third one's just playing a violin. What the fork?
That just happened
come to attack the rest of the group, with the second juggler sacrificing himself to save Helena, and the last juggler, named Valentine. No, not that Valentine! I still want to forget that movie exists. The two try and get out of the room they've entered, only to come across... Oh my god! Why does it look like the scientist from Reanimator?
Herbert West?
No, Dr. Hill.
Oh. Well, at least they replaced the country bears in my nightmares.
Turns out they're a weird kind of sphinx that loves to eat books. I know. I don't know why. I hate them. Anyway, Valentine tells Helena to use a book to make their escape.
Joe Gray, shortest to future fruit by Douglas Prunette.
Anything, it's not gonna read it!
Sounds like a review from Moses Serena Valentino's books. You guys know which one. After the two make their escape, Valentine reveals that him and his friends were supposed to leave the city to start their performing act. He laments they won't be able to find another juggler until Helena showcases her skills. Impressed, Valentine decides to bring her into his troupe, and they decide to leave the city, though the two notice that everyone is leaving the city as well. So, Helena asks one of the fleeing residents and learns that their Queen of Light fell into a deep sleep, with the shadows consuming parts of the city. Valentine explains to Helena that the shadows come from the other side of the border before...
There she is, Sergeant, if you don't mind. Can we have a little word with you?
Have you heard of our savior, the flying spaghetti monster? Turns out they're palace officers who mistake Helena as the princess and escort her to the Kingdom of Light. As they do, Helena looks into a window, seeing herself asleep in the real world and realizing she is actually dreaming in a dream world.
The charm.
No, that's actually a chicken.
I keep trying to tell him. He just doesn't listen.
I've seen chickens be a MacGuffin before. Anyone heard of Return to Oz? The Prime Minister asks Helena to give back what she has stolen, only to realize it's not the princess. He takes her to the sleeping queen, telling her the story of what transpired.
This is the City of Light. Across the border is the Land of Shadows. We had our queen, just as they had theirs.
Turns out the princess came from the Kingdom of Shadows, asking the Queen of Light if she could stay. The very next day, the queen had fallen to a deep sleep, with the princess vanishing with the charm. Helena asks what the charm is, with the Prime Minister explaining that it is a gateway between realms.
What does it look like?
I don't know.
You're the Prime Minister. You should know what the charm looks like.
Think, McFly!
Think! Helena decides to help find the charm, especially with the queen bearing a strong resemblance to her mother. She tells Valentine her plan, but he says that he wants more out of the deal.
Money, jewels. You can't commit to these quest things without your manager present.
Why have I heard that before?
Didn't you say that you were a co-manager to Rosa not long ago?
Oh yeah, I am!
No, you're not!
Valentine vouches that to start their quest, they head to the library to find more information about the charm and where it could be. But not without some nets. Why? I don't know. It's not like the books are going to fly off the shelves. I was joking!
Well, it is a dream. Anything can happen if you let it. And yes, I just quoted a musical. Give me some credit here.
Once finding a history book, the librarian tells the story of how their world was made. Through animation, we learn that Helena in the real world was the creator and made the light and shadow realms with her drawings.
Thank you. I think I'm not quite sure I understood it all.
I understood it, but then again, it's not that hard to figure out. Though the librarian does give Helena a really useful book to help the two with their journey, and the book gives a helpful hint to look out the window, with Helena deciding they need to figure out where the light is coming from. While walking, Helena starts to realize now that the buildings remind her of her drawings, even looking into a window to see her room again, minus her sleeping self. They reach their destination where Valentine decides to wait outside the gate. Why? Because of...
Halt! You shall not pass.
That griffin, yeah, it's a griffin even though it looks like a sphinx, let's move on, has Helena ask him a riddle for him to solve.
What's green, hangs on the wall and whistles?
Oh, it's a red herring.
How'd you figure it out?
I just guessed.
As Valentine waits, he notices the shadows appear again, approaching their location. He gets through the gate, but must also get past the griffin. Oh my god, I hate this thing.
It's a secret.
Well, what is it?
It's a secret! Look! An idiot!
Where?
I can't believe I fell for the oldest trick in the book. That's like not understanding what updog is.
What's up, dog? Oh my god! Damn it! Why?
And the second person to fall for it. Turns out the giant gate has a couple giants in it. Who knew? Anyway, Valentine arrives as he tells Helena she needs the answers to be short and sweet. The reason? This.
Many, yes.
Any of us where the charm is, yes?
Why does this scene remind me of Flash from Zootopia?
What's the plate
29T.
number?
Helena notices a silver box in one of the giant's hands, asking if the charm is in there. Yet the giant says that it is a key to the charm, a MirrorMask. The giant slowly hands the box to her right as their partner is killed by the shadows. Oh my god, that is sad. The two make it out of there in one piece, with Helena opening the box to reveal a moon key. As they try to figure out what a MirrorMask is, they diverge the plot to go into a mask shop where more of those Sphinx are. I wish I was joking, guys. The only thing they find here is not to be afraid of the Sphinx in the book. Though here's where Helena sees that the version of herself in the real world is causing havoc, mainly showing what Helena could be if her mom dies from the surgery and become the thing she fears the most. That's kind of scary when you really think about it. A dark version of yourself? I don't like that at all.
Tower and I had a minor disagreement. Said something stupid and it just flew off without me.
The tower moves on its own. It sounds a bit like Hal's Moving Castle, now that I think about it. Though we do learn Valentine has a hard time apologizing, hence why said tower isn't here right now.
Hungry.
Is this a riddle thing?
Hungry.
Oh, you creepy little mother huggers, why I oughta... What the... Hey!
At least you look fabulous! Yes, queen!
The Sphinx want more food, as Helena gets a tip from the little book to rip all the pages out of it to feed the monsters. With those mother huggers having a hard time eating the paper, the two make their escape. In the Shadow Realm, we learn that the Dark Queen has been sending the shadows out into the Kingdom of Light. Thinking Helena is her missing child, the princess, she puts out posters scattered throughout the land with a reward attached to it. While wandering the city, Helena remembers from the giants telling her she needs to get higher. It's then she notices a building looks exactly like the key, and so the two descend upon it. While looking around, Helena falls into a hole where she finds these cute little guys.
What are they?
Malcolm?
Hi, Boss and Malcolm. I'm Mokina. Can you buy me booze, please? Please, I'm desperate.
The Bobs try to help Helena in her quest, only for the shadows to appear and control some of them. A couple of them take Helena, while Malcolm follows them, rescues our main girl, and helps her and Valentine escape the building. Helena spots a bright light coming from the border and has our bird monkeys direct them to it. After being dropped off, Helena spots the posters and notices that the princess looks exactly like her. The two arrive at the Dreamlands, a place near the border and where dreams can connect with one another. It's where I think Helena enters into her mom's dream, who is sometimes dressed as the Queen of Light in different locations. Taking advice from her mom, Helena decides to finally use dream logic to her advantage.
It's my dream. I'd put a little building out there in the middle. Small building, but just the right size. It's obvious.
The only thing I dream about are desserts and sweet, sweet alcohol.
Well, my dreams haven't been really good because of a certain someone. I really need her. Entering the newly created building, they see that there is a tower with different key slots. But before they can do anything, the window inside reveals that the princess in the real world has been ripping apart Helena's drawings. She spots Helena and moves the building from the border to the middle of the City of Shadows.
I'll send you both to the Shadow Realm.
With Helena hurt, Valentine goes off to get help, taking the key with him as he does. Yet he has other things on his mind. Should I play the clip now or wait?
Give it a couple minutes.
Good idea. When Helena thinks Valentine has returned, she gets captured by the Queen of Shadows' minions.
I'm worried sick about you. Would it be too much to ask for an apology?
Man, she's giving me Other Mother vibes so badly. The Queen of Shadows mistakes Helena as her daughter, revealing that the Shadows weren't destroying the City of Light, but searching for the princess. When Helena says she's not her daughter, the Queen doesn't care and forces her to stay, even revealing that Valentine had betrayed her to claim the reward.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Once Valentine leaves, the Queen has the guards take Helena to her room where...
Night?
Yes, Mogana?
Are we in hell?
No. If we were, Deepa would be getting us out of this punishment. And it's gotten more creepy. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it turns out those sparkles are a chain reaction into brainwashing Helena into being the Queen's daughter. This really is like Coraline, except this is the version where the Other Mother won and buttons were sewn onto Coraline's eyes. That's a very dark image you can take there to your grave. Especially taking a song that's usually upbeat and cheery and turning it into a darker version. I'm looking at you trailers that use that trope. Time passes. Valentine spots the missing person's poster and starts regretting his actions. Heading back to the building and using the key to test every lock. After many attempts, Valentine manages to unlock a lock and opens it, hoping for the MirrorMask, only to discover a note instead.
As by now you may have realized, I've found the MirrorMask. I'll find one with another girl in it like me. A life I can take. If I use the MirrorMask, it may upset things a bit. You can't run away from home without destroying somebody's world.
Once learning that his world is ending, Valentine decides to head back to the castle to rescue Helena. After failing to get through to her, he decides to jog her memory with the power of juggling!
Butterfingers.
In the princess's room, the two try and figure out where the MirrorMask could be. It isn't until Helena looks at the last page of the really useful book and gets an idea.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
If we just put little wheels on the bottom of our shoes, we can just roll.
No, silly. Where's the best place to hide a mirror? We need to find a window.
Did they just do a reference to Pinky and the Brain just now?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Once obtaining the MirrorMask, Helena and Valentine escape the castle to find a window so they can restore the world and send the princess back.
Don't let anything distract you! Food!
But Valentine, we have to keep going.
Why is this scene here?
So that Valentine doesn't have to use the MirrorMask for himself.
Wait, what?
Only one way out of here, and I'm taking it. Goodbye! No, I don't want to be a waiter!
Ah, that makes sense. Point taken.
The queen's servant, who saw the two escape, tells her what he saw, and she's not very happy to hear the news. At all. I can't tell which is more horrifying. The queen or the Sphinx from earlier.
Both. The answer is both are scary.
Helena tries to tell the queen that she needs to let them go to save the world and also to let her daughter grow up and be independent.
Love her, but don't try to possess her.
Yes.
Absolutely out of the question.
It seems that all hope is lost. That is until Valentine does the one thing he has been afraid to say this whole entire film.
I'm sorry!
Tower Ex Machina, to the rescue! The two make their escape, with Helena trying to use the windows, yet the princess keeps destroying the world one drawing at a time. Just as she's about to put the MirrorMask on, the princess crumbles the last drawing that actually contains the tower.
No more windows left. It's over.
Night, that's not how it ends.
I'm sorry, I just really wanted to try that gag at least once in my reviewing life. The princess, in a black and white real world, heads up to the roof to toss the destroyed drawings into the air. As she does, the door to the roof closes, revealing a window Helena had drawn earlier in the film. She puts the MirrorMask on, sending the princess back to the dream world, awakening the Queen of Light and restoring balance. Turns out it was all a dream, with Morris finding his daughter on the roof and about to take her inside when his phone rings. For a moment, all hope is lost as Helena waits to hear the news on her mother. As soon as her father hangs up the phone, he tells her that the operation was a success and that her mother will be okay. The film ends with Helena appreciating her family and the circus more than ever. Yet we get a "and you were there" moment, seeing Valentine's human counterpart meeting our main girl for the first time, hinting that the dream may not have been a dream at all. And that was MirrorMask, folks. In the end, what did I think about watching this film for the first time? Well, this was a movie, alright. In a good way. Okay, in full honesty, this was one of the first films that embraces the weirdness and macabre, showcasing what it feels like to be in a dream. The cast and crew did a wonderful job making this film, a majority of it in green screen long before it became a major trend in Hollywood. The CGI reminds me a bit of early Silent Hill games, which I could forgive since movies are still getting used to 3D modeling. However, I don't want to see those Sphinx ever again. I wouldn't even want to touch them with a 39.5-foot pole. Overall, if you love the works of Gaiman and McKean, I recommend you check MirrorMask out. Alright, keeper of request, what is the next... Right. Almost forgot. Until next time, folks, I'm Miss Nightmare. I'll see you all in the next review. Alright. I know you're there. Show yourself already. Oh, you like that, wouldn't you? You're trying to be big and strong, but you're weak. I'm not weak. You've been hiding in static and glitches, taunting me from the shadows with every single passing dream I've had. You know what? From my point of view, I think you're the weak one. Bloody fucking hell. I've been having fun tormenting you for a while, but now it's time for some...
Whoa! Copula one here! Woo! That's a big one! Ooh! Woo!
Oh my god. Writer's block! Wait, if you're here, you fell asleep too?
After you told me about your new villain trouble, I decided to stay hidden in the shadows. You know, just in case.
Thanks, man. Now then. Care to tell me who you really are? I've told you before. I bring misfortune wherever I go. Enough of the cryptic crack already. You tell me who you are, or I swear I'll over you. What? Go into my mind like ampersand? Cause me so much pain like you did to him. Just as much as the same day you learned that your friend Colin was gone. You know that I'm right, don't you?
Night, why are you listening to the murderous psycho bitch?
Well, Miss Nightmare. Who's your little friend here? Are you another sacrificial lamb to my dark deeds? Does he know that Khan is missing too? Oh, I bet he doesn't.
I know all about it, Kmart Kruger. Spare me the recap.
Then you must have how she failed to be no magical girl. She failed at protecting the people that she cared about. You leave him alone. This is between you and me.
Yeah, I'm something of a go-between. As in, I go and put this bubble between you and her so Night can do her thing.
Well, at least I'm not the one who drags her friends into battle between forces of evil and darkness and good and light and all that Kingdom Hearts fucking crap. Besides, how can you be sure that Khan isn't alive still in the fictional plane anyway? For you know, your spell failed, and he could be good as dead.
bitch! Night. No, don't!
Damn it!
Knight, are you okay? You fell asleep during the movie.
No. I almost saw her face. I screwed up.
It's alright.
I haven't felt a blast like that since the Vincula Vindictae.
I'm sorry. But were we able to get her?
No, when you whammied her, the force field broke and she bailed.
Damn it! Wait. Were we at least able to find anything about her?
It wasn't much, but my ring was able to analyze some energy that wasn't of this dimension.
Well, at least it confirms she's not from our world. That's progress.
Which begs the question, how did she even get here? With that type of magic, it's not possible for her to open a portal between worlds.
I know how. Because it was my fault. When I sent the Mistress of Despair through a portal, I dropped her into a random universe. I wasn't even thinking where I was sending her at the time.
Doesn't explain how gender-bent Freddy got here.
Unless, maybe, it was MOD.
Of course! Even if Knight removed her magic enhancers, she probably still had enough residual magic left to make a portal.
Even in death, I can't escape her.
Yes, but we still have some answers solved.
Except, we don't know the new Big Bad's identity.
Well, whoever she is, she sure did bring a whole lot of misfortune to the dream world. As far as Khan goes, I have an idea.
What is it?
Well, I've been tinkering with a portal gun in my time away from making videos. Maybe we could use it to help speed along the process of bringing him back.
It might work. Keyword might if we had all the objects together. Besides, I have a second chance at Amberson right now. If I seal those objects behind his back, it will strain this unstable alliance. And unfortunately, I can't do that.
Well, that's true, but I'll keep working on it just in case.
Okay then. I'll still update you from time to time about this current situation. But if I do go with your plan, I'll let you know, okay?
Roger on that, Knight.
It's a start, but it's a little bit of progress, right, Knight?